The question brought to the text this day is YHWH, guide my study this day like Huppah and Jeshebeah. The lead verse drawn in response is verse number 12519. And it will come about in that day that every place will be where there were 1,000 vines at 1,000 shekels. It will be for briers and thorns. This word addresses the day of the study directly. It declares that at the appointed time what once stood as valuable plantings yielding great worth will stand as briers and thorns. The guidance, therefore, comes in a day of clearing where former investments of understanding or frameworks are judged and removed to make way for new growth aligned with the covenant. The Father prepares the ground rather than preserving what was before so that increase under His order may come. The texts frame the study as an appointed consecrated activity under covenant order. The scroll is taken out of the right hand of the one sitting upon the throne, as verse number 33,852 declares. Revelation for the inquiry is released from the throne itself. Provision and consecration follow immediately with 20,000 drams of gold and 2,000 minas of silver and 67 priests' priestly garments, as verse number 24,153 records. In those days the elect one shall arise, and he shall choose the covenant faithful and consecrated from among them, as verse number 2037 sets forth. The command sounds clearly here, you children, the instruction of a father, and attend to discern understanding from verse number 20578. This is fatherly direction given to those set apart for the work. The core of the matter rests in identity, inheritance, and priesthood. You are brought into the covenant inheritance land of which I lifted up my hand to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and will give it to you as a priestly inheritance from verse number 3247. YHWH spoke to Aaron, saying, I also have given you the charge of my heave offerings from all the sacred things from the covenant children of Israel to you. I have given the consecrated portion, and to your sons also by a statute for the ages of time, as verse number 5,750 states. Everyone that passes among them that are numbered from 20 years old and up will give a priestly offering to YHWH from verse number 4018. As a penalty for the covenant violation that was committed, he is required to present YHWH a female lamb or she-goat from the flock as a sin offering, and the priest will make propitiatory covering for him for his sin from verse number 4456. The moon is sacredly appointed for seasons. The sun knows it's going down from verse number 19673. Blow you the ram's horn in Zion, and sound an alarm in my consecrated mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, because the day of YHWH comes, for it is close at hand from verse number 17011. All this stands as the ordered pattern for the service appointed this day. Purity marks the path for those who draw near. You will have no other Elohim before me. You will not make to yourselves any idol or any image of anything that is in cosmos above, or that is in the land, or that is in the water from verse number 6507. Anything on which any of their carcasses fall is unclean oven or cooking pot. It will have to be broken, because they are unclean to you from verse number 4643. Do not drink wine or intoxicating drinks, you or your sons with you, when you go into the priestly tabernacle at the appointed place, or you will die from verse number 4604. Yet the Father shows compassion to the wounded, as when a certain Samaritan as he journeyed came down to him. And when he saw him, he had compassion on him, and went to him, and bound up his wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and set him on his own animal, and brought him to an inn, and took care of him from verse number 28447. The covenant faithful will rejoice when he sees the vengeance. He will wash his feet in the blood of the covenant wicked from verse number 18856. This is the joy of his way, and out of the land will others grow from verse number 21577. That I may come to you with joy by the will of Elohim, and may with you be refreshed from verse number 31885. My praise will be of you in the great congregation from verse number 18278. And so that you may tell in the ears of your son and of your grandchildren what things I have severely dealt on Egypt, and my miraculous signs that I have done among them, so that you may know how that I am YHWH from verse number 3367. Cast not away therefore your confidence, that has payment of wages due, from verse number 33424. Therefore, holy brethren, partakers of the cosmic calling, consider the apostle and high priest of our profession, Messiah Joshua, from verse number 33259. The appointed times and the prepared work stand together. Blessed are all the covenant faithful, blessed are all those who walk in the way of covenant faithfulness and commit covenant violation, not as the sinners in the reckoning of all their days, in which the sun traverses the heaven, entering into and departing from the portals for 30 days, with the heads of thousands of the order of the stars, together with the four which are intercalated, which divide the four portions of the year, which lead them and enter with them 4 days, from verse number 2396. Judge nothing before its time, until YHWH comes, who both will bring to light the hidden thing of darkness, and will make visible the purposes of the heart. And then will everyone have praise of Elohim, from verse number 31990. They shall not hunger any more, nor thirst any more, nor in any wise may the sun fall upon them, or any intense heat, because the Lamb that is in the midst of the throne will shepherd them and guide them unto living fountains of waters, and Elohim will wipe out every tear out of their eyes, from verse number 33893. The good wine is saved for last, as the table master declared. Everyone at the beginning does set out good wine, and when men have well drunk, then what is less quality is given, but you have saved the good wine for last, from verse number 29156. The mathematical verdict on the draw is lean yes, probably affirmative. The probability of yes is 98.2%, the probability of no is 1.7%, and the probability of unresolved is 0.1%. The claim is anomaly confirmed with multi-channel convergence. This stands as discovery-level departure from chance, with extreme anomaly registered and all channels active, crossing the threshold. The measures corroborate the convergence on identity, inheritance, and priesthood as guided for the study this day, and not the product of random selection. The Father answers the request with affirmative guidance. He is ordering the study this day after the pattern of Huppah and Jeshebeah, as appointed consecrated priestly service within the covenant. The texts declare that in this day the scroll is taken and opened, the elect one chooses the covenant faithful, fatherly instruction is given to discern understanding, and priestly portions and inheritance are assigned by statute for the ages. The reversal of valuable vineyards to briers and thorns shows that this guidance includes divine clearing of former plantings so covenant growth can come. Approach with the required consecration and purity, and the discernment, the wisdom versus command. The mathematics seal the whole, as anomaly level confirmation lean, yes, probably affirmative, with extreme multi-channel convergence. This day your study stands under the same ordered portioned priestly appointment the Father gave his servants of old. Pause for 8 seconds. The verses drawn in this Shield 17.9 session were number 1, 2, 519. Number 33,852. Number 24,153. Number 20,578. Number 2037. Number 5,545. Pause for 6 seconds. This concludes today's interpretation under the Shield Protocol.